Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Company Incorporated podcast. This is episode 6. I am your host, Aidan, with my co-host, Alex. And today, we have a very good interview. Wouldn't you say, Alex?
Yes, it's going to be exciting.
Exciting. And it is with my good friend, Kiri.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Kiri. All right.
There's no audience. So you
No
can't
audience.
respond.
You can't clap, but
Clap-
everyone's
clap
clapping
right
in their
now,
home.
yeah.
Today, in this interview, we're going to start off with the interview.
Interview questions.
Right? And then we're going to go to headlines, ask us anything, and then that'll be it. So it's a good episode, folks. Stick around, and we'll get started with the interview. All right. Kiri, let's get started with this interview. First of all, let's start off with the most basic interview question ever. What is your favorite hobby / pastime?
Skating. I love ice skating.
Skating? I didn't know that. Really?
Like
Yeah.
Wow.
figure skating or just hockey?
Yeah, figure skating. I was a competitive skater for a couple of years, so it kind of just stuck with me, and skating.
That's awesome.
Really? Why am I learning about this for the first time? I've known you for years. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. How far did you go with that? That's very interesting.
Not that far, because there were more pressing concerns going on at the time in my life, so we kind of had to say goodbye to skating and jump more into my other activities that I had going on at the time.
Nice. Okay. That's still pretty cool, but you can still shred it up on the ice, I guess. Is that the term they use?
Aidan can't skate.
Aidan
cannot skate.
We're seriously putting that in the public eye.
Yeah, so
my God.
I can skate a little bit. I know how to stop and go forward and do twirlies. Just because I used to play a little. My friend used to have a ice skating rink he put in his backyard. And so he kind of taught me and go to public skating. But I always tried to get Aidan to go, and he'd never come.
Well, I can't skate. I mean, that's a pretty good reason.
Well, you have to learn somehow.
I don't think I have to learn. Well, maybe I'll learn one day. Okay, yeah. I guess, is that really the stereotype we're going with? All Canadians know how to skate?
You need to learn while you can still fall and not break your bones.
Oh, that's enough about that. If you guys want to learn more about my skating adventures, we'll save that for another podcast.
Podcast number 7. Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
Question 2.
Question 2? Is this? Yeah, I guess it is question 2. Wow. What is your favorite type of music or artist or band or song or anything to do with music?
Yeah, that's actually a really good question. I don't really have a stereotypical music that I listen to. I kind of listen to all around the spectrum of music.
Yeah.
But my favorite artist would probably have to be Post Malone, just because I like the meanings behind his songs, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Post Malone too.
Yeah. I feel like he kind of fits into that group of kind of storyteller singers sometimes, like Ed Sheeran. You know how they tell more stories with their music instead of just making it super bass heavy and dancing music. It's kind of there's more to the lyrics than just
they're lyricist artists almost.
Yeah.
I like that. So you don't listen to one genre of music. Is that what you're saying?
No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nice.
Yeah. It's good to keep an open mind when it comes to music too.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, I have one more question before we leave this topic. Do you listen to old country? Because last time on the podcast we asked Scott, and he said one of his favorite genres was old country. So do you listen to old country?
How old of country?
I don't even know what old country is.
It's like country, but old. It's none of this new stuff.
And this new stuff in the 60s.
I guess I listen to not modern country, but not old country. I kind of listen to the 2000s, 1990s songs. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I had some. I was really upfront, not country, but then there's there's some songs that fit into the country genre that just don't sound like the classic, like basketball buzzer country sound.
Basketball buzzer country. Wait, hold on. What?
You know when the buzzer goes off at the end of your basketball game or halfway,
Okay.
and that's like the voice that's the voice I
Oh,
think of when I
okay,
think
okay.
of country. It's like just the super grainy.
I
but-
broke my cow.
But there's lots of good songs that I didn't even think would have been in that genre.
Yeah, I see.
I don't know. I was just watching Rumi Official.
No, yeah, you're a big YouTube guy, I guess. Anyway.
He's just a YouTube guy, but he was like looking at country songs, or he didn't like country, so people sent him stuff to try to change his mind. I was like, oh, that's not bad. People, Aidan,
you have a
looking at
lot
me.
of free time.
What?
Okay. No,
I don't know. There's some good country songs.
I don't know, Kiri. Do you have a favorite YouTuber or no?
No, I don't really watch YouTube. I'm kind of into more TV shows.
Thank
on
you.
Netflix and stuff.
Well,
Yes. See, me and Kiri, we just don't have that much free time.
No,
No,
maybe
not
I'm
really.
just like I'm trying to like plug YouTubers so that they'll come on to the podcast.
Okay. Would you rather have John Stamos, okay, like a normal actor, or a YouTuber
For what?
for the
Like-
podcast?
Oh, for the podcast. I think depending on your interests, of course, it would definitely be a different subject. Personally, for me, I would definitely have an actor on there, just because I find them more inspiring than I find a YouTuber, I guess, just because how they can change their emotions so many times.
Yeah, like John Stamos.
I mean, but we're not going to get John Stamos on. It's not that big yet.
What do you mean?
You
We're
gotta-
pretty big. We got
gotta
like 50
start-
followers on the
we start
Instagram. By the way,
YouTuber.
follow the Instagram at Company Incorporated Podcast.
Yeah, we'll look up the stats right now.
Oh, you're looking at the stats?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll continue with the interview. Jeez. You
I'll
said
just-
you liked movies. Do you have a favorite movie or like a top 5 favorite movie?
I do. It's definitely all of the Harry Potter movies.
That's a
Oh,
good
yeah?
answer. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like the Harry Potter films. Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson are great actors.
Whoa, what?
What?
Oh,
Harry Potter.
I was thinking. Oh, okay.
You've seen the
Who
movies.
plays Ron?
Ron.
Ron is played by Rupert Grint.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
you missed him.
Who's he? Oh, Ron.
Oh my goodness.
I suffer from short-term memory loss. No, I'm kidding. But yeah. So, do you have a favorite out of the Harry Potter movies?
Probably the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, which is the first one.
Yeah.
Really?
I find it most, yeah.
Interesting.
Here's what I mean. I feel this with like almost all TV shows or movies, like movie series.
Mhm.
As you go for as you watch the progression of the character, it's like hard to go back and watch the previous TV shows or movies where it's like you're going back in progress.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know.
I see what you mean. So, like when you like finish a TV show, you can't
Yeah.
go back. Like
Yeah.
see how. Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, that's never bothered me, but I can see how it bothers some people.
How do you feel about the Harry Potter books?
I have actually never read any of the Harry Potter books. I own
Ooh.
all of them. I just never had the time to sit down and actually read them.
Yeah.
Really interesting. That could be a. I mean, I read them like a really really long time ago.
Hmm.
And I remember them being really good. Like I couldn't put them down. But then once I watched the movies, I was like, the movies might be a little better.
Yeah.
At least for me. I don't know. A lot of people like the books better and say, the books are better. The books are better. And I agree. It's just I can sit down.
It's just the movies are better.
I can just sit down, eat a pizza, and watch the Harry Potter films, then sit down and read, you know?
Without a pizza. The pizza is kind of the
Exactly.
deciding factor
Exactly.
with it.
Exactly. I know my sister has read like the Harry Potter books like 1,000,000 times. She reads them like
I think you need to give the real stats because those will be more
the real
more
stats.
impressive. How many times has she read them?
She's read at least like the entire series, so like 1 through 7, like at least 20 times.
Yeah.
At least. She's probably read it like 40 times, but I've seen her read the entire thing 20 times.
Being like counting, you got like your clicker, you walk downstairs, you're like, okay, that's it. 2.
Yeah. I'm not sure if she's just reading them anymore, just like memorizing the words and replaying them.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
that was such a tangent on my part. Sorry. All right, let's get another good question. How do you feel being the second guest on the Company Incorporated podcast?
It's really cool. Yeah.
It's really cool.
I've never done a podcast before. I've done like speeches and things, but never done a podcast. This is a new experience, but yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are you a big fan of us? Like the entire Company Incorporated brand?
Yeah, I think it's really cool what you guys are doing.
Thanks. We really appreciate that. Finally, look at this real-time support.
1 out of 50.
No, I'm sure we have many dedicated fans, and we love all our dedicated fans. It's just that some are more dedicated than others.
See,
Okay.
I know all of the fans because they're just like different laptops I set up and then play the video.
Wait, what? The stats aren't real?
Joking.
Is that what you're doing? Oh, are you setting up fake
I don't even think I listened.
Instagram accounts?
I don't even think I listened to the last one.
Really? Oh. I know I don't listen to them. I mean, I'm glad everyone else does. But...
Aidan doesn't like it. No.
Well, technically, I've heard it before.
Technically.
Because I'm here.
Do you hear yourself?
Well, when I'm editing.
Oh.
By the way, I'm the editor for the podcast.
Well,
let's get that exposed.
Okay, so we record it on your laptop.
Yeah.
And you can't send it to me.
Yeah, no, but I think I'm a great editor.
You were a great editor.
Really?
Well, I mean, you don't have to do much.
What do you mean? I bleep things out.
It's not like a video.
I just splice up the audio.
This is too far of a tangent.
Anyway. Oh my God. Where's this podcast going? It's an interview. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let's go to the NASA question. I think
NASA question?
This is the main question that we need to ask every single person we interview.
Yeah, that's really why
1 to 10, 1 being the least, 10 being the most. How much do you trust NASA?
NASA.
Like as the entire corporation.
It would probably be about a 6 because obviously there's some conspiracy theories going around, but they definitely can see more than we can.
Yeah,
I guess so. I would agree with that. I mean, my trust level for them is about a -5, but yeah, I can see how some people would trust them. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Every single day, like all the time. I come out and Aidan starts talking about some new conspiracy theory he's found.
What do you mean?
Remember when you were talking about like sheep or something at the beginning of COVID? Like
sheep? Oh, like sheep. The sheep among us.
I'm
the only alive one among all you sheep.
I don't even remember. There's so many. They just like go in and go out.
That wasn't really conspiracy theory. That's just more philosophy, I guess. I don't know. Everyone thinks that though. Am I the only real one? Am I the only real one amongst all the sheep?
Yeah.
But oh my God, we're talking about sheep now.
This is awesome.
Okay. Speaking of NASA and space stuff, do you believe in aliens or any paranormal creatures? Do you have any stories or encounters, maybe?
Good transition.
No encounters, no stories, but I think they do exist. I'm just not sure where they exist.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, like I've read conspiracy theories that there's aliens on like Mars, and I'm like, I don't think there's aliens that close.
Really? Well, I mean, they've done some research and they say it's possible. It's just not on the surface.
See,
That's what I've seen.
I feel like it's how you define alien, right? Like,
Life not from Earth.
yeah,
There you go.
life. Yeah, I mean, like if you're thinking, I know there's different classes of in a nutshell video. There's different classes of civilizations. Like, if
Wait,
you're
is that another
theorizing-
YouTuber?
Kizkazert? They're the
A what?
they're the animation, the one that we.
Oh, yeah.
So there's like different classes of species. I think
Mhm.
there's like 3 classes, and it grows in, capabilities of using technology and harnessing energies and things.
Mhm.
This is what they're saying. If there's other species,
Yeah.
and so this is probably not like green green aliens walking around, but
Well, there could be. We don't know that.
I feel like it's impossible. It's impossible to know, or if the civilization is developed enough to be able to find us, then they're either not. They would either reach out or they wouldn't, and the reasons they wouldn't are unknown.
So you think aliens would reach out to us if they existed?
I think if they weren't reaching out to us and they were like an advanced civilization,
Yeah.
then we'd be in trouble, because it wouldn't be like they wouldn't be looking for answers about the universe.
Because they already know all the
They
answers.
know it, and they're just, I don't know.
They're keeping it from us?
They're keeping it. They just don't. They either just don't care, or I don't know what the. Have to rewatch the video and relearn everything.
Yeah,
But-
sure. We'll just plug
But-
YouTube videos in.
It's good, but yeah, it's really interesting. I feel like it's impossible that there's not some kind of alien, some kind of living species
Outside of Earth?
outside of Earth. Like, yeah, it just seems like when you look at like the comparison between, like, in real world concepts, when you look at the comparison between like the amount of sand and then the amount of stars, or the amount of galaxies,
Mm-hmm.
then it's like, how could we be the only civilization?
Well, because we have sand.
Because we have sand.
Wait,
'Cause there's, like-
was that the direction you were going or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's like an uncountable number of other planets that could host life.
Yeah. Well, how does our interviewee feel about this?
So about Alex's theory,
Yeah.
I agree with it.
You agree with it?
Yeah.
The
guess
last
I do.
part.
The last part.
Not the 5 minutes of just talking.
No, I think it's great. Yeah. I mean, I don't have any stories of aliens either. At least none that I want to get into. Ooh! No, I'm kidding.
You saw them like trying to take out your liver.
Hey, they did that one time.
Yeah.
I think another good question to wrap up this, at least this section of the episode, is if there was a documentary about your life, what genre would it be? What actor would play you?
That's a really good question.
I know. Hey, on the Copy Incorporated podcast, that's our motto. We ask good questions.
That is?
I'm kidding. That should be our motto. Is that copyrighted, do you think?
We ask good questions.
We ask good questions? It might be. Oh, well.
So yeah, I would probably have someone who was influential to me as an actor growing up be the actor in my movie, hopefully, if I ever get one. But not really sure what genre it would be in.
Yeah.
Probably a drama.
Drama?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. But what actor would play you? Do you know? Do you have any names or no?
No. I can't really think of anybody.
Let's put Aidan on the spotlight here.
Oh, are you shining that light into? Okay, on
Who-
set we have this light.
Who would
How I see
play?
shining into my eyes.
Who would play you?
I'm not being interviewed. This is my interview.
I'm interested.
Okay. We'll have an Aidan interview one of these episodes.
Okay.
That'll be the New Year's episode or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out.
Oh, I think that wraps up this segment.
Yeah, you think so?
I
All
don't
right.
know.
That's I guess that's a good little interview, and we'll be back with Kiri with
Headlines.
Headlines. All right, sounds good. Headlines. All right, everyone, welcome back to Headlines. Headlines is a segment where we go through some of today's top stories and give our opinions on them. Some are wacky, some are serious, but all are news. Alrighty. Our first story is the COVID vaccine rollout plan in Canada. Canada plans to roll out some of the Pfizer vaccine, even though everyone says it's Pfizer. I say Pfizer because it's not. Think of it. It's not Michelle Pfeiffer. It's Michelle Pfeiffer.
It's that pterodactyl thing.
Exactly.
No.
They put the P there for a reason. It's pterodactyl. Anyway, the Pfizer vaccine should be available in Canada in a few weeks as the federal government signals its distribution system is almost ready to go.
So give them the news organization this is from.
A new organization?
News.
What do you
Because
mean?
we have to cite our sources here.
You don't have to. I put that all on the page. You don't have to do it in the actual episode.
Okay. So, yeah. So,
But if you want to know, it's from News 1130 City News.
So I think the main concern right now is just making sure that it's safe.
Yeah.
Because sending something out that's not safe.
Yeah.
Isn't going to help anyone.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how good the vaccine is. I mean, I know it's passed all the tests, but I feel very skeptical about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a personal opinion. What do you think, Kiri?
I think it's definitely a step forward for Canada.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, yeah. I think the whole vaccine is great for the whole world, but I'm worried. I'm worried. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah.
I'm worried.
Yeah.
We will cite the article below in the description.
I cite the article for every podcast. I put in the description.
Yeah.
Well,
back to NASA.
NASA. Yeah, this is our next story. NASA is selling $1 moon dust. They have sold contracts to companies who have bought moon dust from NASA, which this makes me very skeptical because it's like, who owns the moon? Who owns the moon dust? Who owns the moon? Like, how is it worth $1? Like, is the moon dust like priced because of how far it is to get it? But even then, is it $1?
No, I mean, like, they're not gonna, like, it would have to be a minuscule amount. They're not gonna sell moon dust from the actual moon for that much.
What do you mean moon dust from the actual moon? Isn't all moon dust from the actual moon?
Like not a large quantity.
Oh, you think it'll just be like a particle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You could like give someone a plastic bag and then you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Yeah. I mean, this article it's very interesting. It's like they've the contracts with one company, Lunar Outpost of Golden, Colorado, is $1, but then with Masten Space Systems of Mojave, California, is like for $15,000. So I think you're right. They must be getting more in certain areas. But I think it's cool that like NASA isn't becoming such a compact company. They're reaching out and making space accessible.
Well, I feel like NASA was always like they'd always reach out to private or to other companies to help build their projects.
Private companies? The conspiracy theories or theories.
I mean, like, they didn't. Not all of the engineers were a part of NASA, right?
Yeah,
But
I guess so.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. What would you do? You have anything to add to this, Kiri?
No, not really. I think you guys have pretty much said everything I was thinking.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird story. Anyway, next one. One of the Queen's dogs has died. Queen Elizabeth's Dorgy named Vulcan has.
You mean corgi?
No, Dorgy. I was wondering that too when I put up the story. I'm like, what's a Dorgy? And apparently it's like it's a crossbreed between a corgi or something. I didn't.
A corgi and a dog?
I didn't put. Yeah, a corgi and a dog. Yeah, no, a corgi is a dog. No, no, but I didn't know this, but the Queen she had corgis, not dorgies.
Mhm.
This sounds like a Dr. Seuss book. Jeez.
Corgis, not dorgies.
We should write that. Anyway,
Yes.
she owned at least one corgi since the end of the Second World War, all the way up to 2018, when her last remaining corgi, Willow, was put down after suffering cancer-related illnesses. And she's had this dorgi since about 2007. 2007. But yeah, it was the first time she's ever had not a Pembroke Welsh corgi as her main dog, which was interesting. I didn't know she was so into.
That's interesting.
I
Is
don't
there
know.
like some history to only having corgis or something?
Well, I just think when you think of the Queen's dog, when I say Queen's dog, what comes to your mind? Corgi, right?
No,
Not a dorgi.
corgi does not come to my mind.
What do you think of? Do you think of a poodle?
I don't know.
You probably think of a poodle.
I mean, I don't even know what to think.
Yeah, but rest in peace, Vulcan, the corgi that died.
The dorgi?
Oh, dang it, the dorgi. Oh, anyway.
Demonetized.
Yeah, demonetized. Anyway, next story. Another metal monolith. Monolith. That's how they're called. Has appeared on top of a California mountain. This is the third monolith to date that has just appeared out of seemingly nowhere.
Yeah.
And I mean the other ones appeared in Utah in the desert, and then in Romania, and then this one was in California. But no one knows where it's coming from. It's very interesting to hear all about
People's theories.
About, like, some people think like it's just aliens, right?
Of course.
And then some people.
Why wouldn't they?
And then, like, what I think is a good theory is that it's just like someone's art exhibit where they're gonna, like, I don't know, connect them all or something. I don't know. I think they're significant, like, places. Like, think about Utah, California, Romania. I don't know. They probably mean something to someone.
Yeah.
But
what do you think about this?
me? Oh, sorry, Kiri. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was like, I didn't know who he was talking to either.
Yeah.
I think it definitely could be a part of an art exhibit or something going on along with art. Other than that, if it's not, that's just really freaky to me.
Yeah. People are saying, like, they're comparing it to crop circles.
See, I think it's a reference to 2001: Space Odyssey, isn't it?
Why? What's that?
The monolith?
I forget that book. Wait, 2001: Space Odyssey.
That's a movie.
It's a movie?
And I think
it wasn't made in 2001.
No.
Made in 1968.
So I haven't seen it, but I was researching.
Yeah.
I should see it. But I'm pretty sure that every time a monumental thing happened in the evolution of humanity, one of these things would appear.
Oh, I see. Okay,
One of the monoliths.
that actually makes sense.
So like apes figure out how to use tools,
Mhm.
and then one of these things would appear.
Oh,
And so I don't know if it's like a reference to.
it could be a reference to
situation
that
right
and a
now.
reference to humanity itself. Did it say like in Utah and California in the book?
No,
Or sorry,
see,
movie.
no. So I was doing the research, and it was just a bunch of other people's opinions on what they thought
Yeah,
in the movie, what they thought the monolith meant.
yeah.
So I couldn't really get a clear answer, but I kind of scraped like that's
Hmm.
what they meant in the movie. That it was like every big historic leap in the evolution of humans.
Mhm.
One of the monoliths would appear.
Yeah. They also said it was removed by someone.
So I think people just destroyed one. They just took one down, claiming it was trash, or they thought it was trash.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, that's definitely garbage there. Just
Well,
a
it's
big
it's
shiny.
like a 3 meter high monolith.
Yeah,
You know, like it wouldn't be easy to take down either.
no, yeah, but
I don't know.
I think it's pretty interesting.
It is very interesting.
Now, the hacksmith.
Is that the next one
Yes.
we're doing? All
The
right, next
hacksmith.
story.
I love the hacksmith.
Who is the hacksmith? Explain to us.
Hacksmith Industries. So they started out as just like as a smaller YouTube channel, building smaller things, but now they're big industry and they just recreate things from movies or just I've seen the ones that they recreate from movies.
Yeah, so they're like engineers or something?
I don't know if they have degrees or not, but they're all obviously pretty
Pretty smart.
talented at
Mm-hmm.
this stuff. But so they made yeah, so it's crazy the stuff they do.
Yeah.
But they made a lightsaber. I'll have to read the article here or the first one. So
The world's first Star Wars inspired lightsaber
Yeah.
earns Guinness World Record.
yeah, so
What? What do you mean? What is this?
retractable. I forget what it was called. It was a or I forget
What? Is this real?
Yeah, so it can burn. It cuts through stuff. It's crazy.
What's he got on his back? He's got like a backpack on his
Yeah,
back.
so he has to power it. It's not just a.
Oh, it's not like a real lightsaber. It's just like
Whoa! What is
Oh, no, get this out of here. No.
That's insane. How they like?
Yeah, I guess it's cool.
What did they use to plasma
Plasma.
lightsaber?
Retractable plasma. I think it's cool that it's retractable.
I remember they could change the color by
I feel like
adding
I've seen
different
this.
metals.
Yeah.
They could change. It's crazy.
But this doesn't make any sense to you. You haven't seen Star Wars.
It's a big laser that.
Yeah. I don't know. Kiri, have you seen Star Wars? Or are you a fan of it?
I've seen the newer one. Can't say I've seen the older one.
Oh, those are the best ones. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I never really liked the sequels.
My
that much.
favorite things that they make are the Stark Industries stuff.
Oh, about the hacksmith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they made like a real Iron Man mask. They're making like the I don't know what you'd call the hand shooter things. But it's really cool.
Repulsors?
Yeah, but it's cool because now that they're bigger, they have all of the different machines that they can use to make better projects. So yeah, super cool YouTube channel.
Super cool YouTube channel. Go check them out. Hacksmith, I
Yeah.
guess. They're like a massive YouTube channel. Maybe they don't
Yeah.
need our shout out. Maybe they should shout us out.
They should
Jeez.
Hacksmith.
Yeah, reach out to
Hacksmith
us,
Industries, please.
please. Reach out. Anyway, next story. Kurt Cobain. He was the lead singer and guitarist of Nirvana.
Yes.
Yeah. His MTV Unplugged guitar sells for $6 million.
Yeah.
You probably know more about this than I do.
Yeah.
You being the guitarist.
Yeah. So
But wasn't he? Wait, he died, right?
yes,
Didn't someone kill him or
Very-
something? I don't know.
I don't know. He died at the age of 27.
Yeah, he was young.
Yeah, but I know these guitars. It was a Martin D18E. I know the guitars are already, like, as far as guitars go, very expensive, like in the $4,000 range.
Yeah, but the fact that he used it.
But he used it, and I don't know. It said ultra rare. I don't know if that's just because he used it, or if that's a definite, like, if that applies to the guitar somehow.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's it sold. Did it sell at auction or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
an auction.
it was So
Yeah, that's crazy.
I guess it would that would have a lot of sentimental value.
I always liked Nirvana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we play.
I bet it's
We played some Nirvana song.
yeah in our band.
Yeah,
We're soon to be coming, but
yeah.
it's coming. Kiri, do you like Nirvana or Kurt Cobain, or how do you feel about this in general?
Well, I've never listened to them. Not gonna lie.
Really
My dad. Yeah, I know my dad and my sister really like them.
interesting. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So as suspected, he was not killed. He overdosed.
Really? Maybe that's a conspiracy. I heard something. Was he married to Courtney Love or something?
Yeah, see, I'm reading the article and it says he died on April 5th from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
What? Ah, Wikipedia. It's. I was looking at Wikipedia. That's dumb.
That's the site I'm on as well.
This is also Wikipedia's got two different.
Mm-hmm.
It's got two different answers. Yeah. I don't know. It's not good either way. Because they're such a great band.
Yeah.
I
don't know. That much fame is not good for anybody.
No, I remember hearing about all of the feuds they had with Guns N' Roses and stuff. And
yeah. It's all Axl Rose's fault.
Whoa.
No, I'm kidding.
I don't know. Well, let's move on to the next one.
Alrighty.
A more enjoyable.
Yeah, this one is quite the interesting story. So John Mulaney, famous comedian,
one of my favorite comedians.
Yeah, whatever. Has a talk with the Secret Service over a joke he made on SNL.
Oh, man.
Mulaney had a joke about Julius Caesar in February about how Caesar was stabbed to death by a bunch of senators because he had gone crazy. And that's an interesting thing that could happen. The Secret Service thought that he was referring to Donald Trump and about how a bunch of other senators would stab him. But it was completely unrelated, apparently.
Well, that's what they said.
That's what they said, but do a little reading between the lines and
see,
that's an interesting thing that could happen. That's such a great quote.
He's so funny. I was reading this and I was seeing a bunch of tweets from Trump supporters, obviously, that were all angry at this. I'm like, this is the most hypocritical thing I've ever seen. Like, have you heard the stuff he says in office? It's like, even he's lucky he didn't mention his name, or else.
Yeah, then he would have been.
That may have been
screwed.
I mean, I don't feel like he didn't mention his name by accident. I feel like I feel like it was very planned out. Yeah. And it would have gone through probably many supervisors at SNL before he was allowed to say any jokes.
And if you read the full article, it was more like
improvised.
Yeah, but he's very trusted at SNL. So
because
anything that he says,
he was a writer for many years.
Yeah, he was a writer for many years. So yeah, he's known around at SNL. Kiri, do you like SNL at all, or how do you feel about John Mulaney in this story?
I think John Mulaney is a very funny guy. To be honest, he is one of my favorite stand-up comedians.
You and Alex are so alike.
Yeah, I love the SNL show. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's all about being careful with what you say, though, on shows like that. I mean, like they have such a big audience, right? So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it can get very controversial very easily.
Yeah. Luckily, we can say whatever we want.
Yeah.
We can say, like, bleep this out, and
Wow, that's so.
that'll be funnier.
That's gonna be so
that'll
bad.
be funnier in
Okay,
post.
a story that I put in here. Gordon Ramsay is criticized for his brownies.
Okay, I had no idea what this was about.
So, Gordon Ramsay's accused of ruining
ruining
quid.
nine euro chocolate brownie.
Not 9 quid. What am I thinking? Yeah, €9 chocolate brownie with final ingredients. So he just posted a picture of the brownie, and apparently, I mean, when I heard this, I didn't even know if it was real or not.
Yeah.
Apparently, people were criticizing it, saying it looks like cat vomit was the direct quote from the article.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the picture right now, and the topping does look like cat vomit, but it's Gordon Ramsay. I mean, he's like a top chef. He probably knows what he's doing, right?
He's got like 5 Michelin stars or something.
Michelin? Isn't that a
How many
tire company?
stars?
I don't know. I always thought he was a good chef. You know, like he did it.
Yeah. See, I think he's got 22. Ooh.
22 out of 5?
See, I think Michelin stars is how they rate restaurants, like high quality restaurants.
Okay.
And so he has 16 restaurants.
Yeah.
And then overall, over those 16 restaurants, he has 22 Michelin stars.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, people always say how mean he is. It's true, but I think he trained under some really like aggressive chefs too, especially in France, I think, or Paris, or
yeah, something like that. I remember hearing about that, and he's been trained by the best, and he knows what he's talking about. So, I mean, maybe presentation isn't that all good, but I mean,
I'm sure it tasted delicious.
I'm sure the worse it looks by Gordon Ramsay, the better it is. I guarantee it.
I mean, how do you feel about brownies?
Yeah,
Kiri, how do you feel about brownies,
about
Gordon Ramsay?
Anything like that, or cat vomit, really?
How do I feel about Gordon Ramsay? That is a very good question. Yeah, you guys are full of really good questions, actually. I think he has definitely been a bully in the past to some people, but I guess that's just in Hollywood. You kind of adapt a sort of facade and you kind of go with it, whatever you feel like, obviously. And I think that's kind of what he's going for. I think deep down he's actually a good guy, though.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. That's a very good take, actually. I like that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he does say some things for TV, I guess. Mm-hmm. Like, you're an idiot sandwich. Or like he'll put like...
Well, that was completely scripted.
It was?
Well, that was on James Corden. Or The Late Late Show.
I'm not sure it was scripted.
Maybe...
He does a lot of improv. I know he's pretty funny. And that's hard to be. That's hard to be when you're a top-tier chef.
Yeah. Aidan wouldn't know about that.
Hey, I'm a top-tier chef. Oh, wait, the funny part.
The funny part.
Oh. Yeah, guys, I'm actually a top-tier chef, though. You should try my my pretzels. Anyway, okay. Next story. Some big NBA signings and trades has happened this week. LeBron James is re-signing to the Los Angeles Lakers for $85 million for 2 years, which is pretty massive when you think about it. $85 million for 2 years. That's like $42 million a year, which is pretty insane. And then quick maths. And then Anthony Davis, one of LeBron's teammates, signed for 190 million for 5 years with the Lakers again. And then there's a trade from Russell Westbrook to Washington and John Wall to Houston. That's pretty big. I know Russell Westbrook will definitely bring something to Washington. He's a good player. I don't know. You don't like basketball that much.
Well, I don't like watching.
You don't like watching. That's the best part. You can have pizza and sit down
with the pizza.
I don't know. Kiri, do you like
any sports?
NBA to be
No, I never kind of got into NBA. It just wasn't my thing.
Really? Do you like watching figure skating or anything like that?
Yeah, I watch it. I like watching figure skating. It's just I never got into basketball or football or hockey or any of those things.
Interesting. Okay. Anyway, and other NBA news, I guess it's kind of NBA news. Our last story today is James Harden, the Houston Rockets star, is opening his own restaurant in Midtown Houston. It's called 13. Not the number, the word 13, which I thought was an interesting choice. But, I mean, the whole point of a restaurant, right, is usually the food. But, I mean, that's usually why you go there, unless it's more like a party restaurant. But it's supposed to be more of an upscale eatery. I just want to know, like, who's cooking? Like, does he have, like, Gordon Ramsay or something, or any famous chefs?
I don't think so.
In the kitchen? Because he, on Instagram, he was asking for employees. He was like, we're hiring surface managers.
Gordon Ramsay and Jamie Oliver.
Who's that?
What?
Wait.
What?
Who's Jamie Oliver?
What? You don't know?
Wait, should I be knowing who that is? Are we just gonna
Jamie Oliver?
Yeah.
It's
like the chef?
Yeah, the chef.
One of the most famous chefs in the world.
Well, the name like Olive. That's the last name.
No, his name's Oliver.
Oh, Oliver.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I thought it would be funny.
But he's nice, so that's why it's funny. It's a smart joke. They're working together, but they're Yeah.
What a great show. That was our last story, so that kind of wraps it up for headlines. We're gonna take a short break and then we'll be back with Ask Us Anything. All right? Thanks for answering, audience.
Okay.
All right. Time to go into Ask Us Anything. This is where you guys can ask your questions for us and our interviewee if we're doing an interview. So,
which has not been the case.
What do you mean?
We have to implement our interviewee more into this segment.
Yeah, you're right.
Aidan's been talking too much.
Yeah, it's all my fault, guys. Anyway, let's choose 3 of fan questions. Let's start with one. If money wasn't a factor, what career would you be? Someone asked us.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's start off with Kiri. Kiri, what career would you be if money wasn't a factor?
If money wasn't a factor, I would probably be like a nanny or a teacher because I like working with kids.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah.
I feel like a teacher would be rough for me, but
Aidan's not good with kids.
Well, it's not that I'm not good with it. I'm great with kids.
Aidan's too aggressive.
No,
he like challenges them.
Yeah. If they punch me, I'll punch. But no, kidding. No.
111. It seems there's been a misunderstanding.
There seems to be a misunderstanding here. Power difference. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I would probably be an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aidan was doing some still lifes of a basketball. Still lifes of a basketball.
Oh, that's just for art class.
Yeah.
At my school. Yeah. Well, it wasn't just a basketball.
Mm-hmm.
It was the entire life.
Yes.
You're not interested anyway. What would you choose?
I don't know. I think I want to be a doctor, but
that pays well. You're set there.
I mean, recently, like I've been getting into like software designing and just messing with electronics and things. So I think that would be cool to do like software design or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
The lights went off again.
Oh my
I gotta
god.
walk around.
No, don't. Please. Where are you going?
There we go.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He's like, I think you can just clap. They're like clap lights.
Yeah.
We're in
but
the
we don't
80s.
wanna, like,
We're in the 80s,
tear
audience.
tear
Anyway.
out people's ears.
Jeez.
Yeah. I don't know. Next question.
Next question. Let's do this one. How many bees do you think it would take to kill a lion? Huh. Well, whoever asked us that is a little bit of a psychopath, but
It depends. Does the lion have a bee allergy?
oh,
Are lions-
actually, that's a good point. I don't know. What do you think, Kiri?
I think it would be around, I don't know, 50,000, maybe 100, in between that mark, I guess.
100 to 50,000?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it would
so.
definitely take a lot.
Yeah, I think it would take around 100. Oh wait, did you mean 100,000 or?
No, I meant 50 to 100.
50 to 100. Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna say 1,000.
You're gonna say 1,000? Well, if he has a bee allergy, it takes one. If he doesn't, it takes a little bit more. But bees have a toxin. Who asked that question? Okay, if you guys want to ask us more normal questions, I guess.
I don't know. Pick a good in-depth one.
An in-depth one? This is a good in-depth one. In-depth one.
I thought you were just joking.
What?
I thought you were joking.
What do you mean?
With the speech, with the speaking.
The speaking? Just because I have a speech impediment? No, I'm kidding. This is a good one. If you were, or one of you asked us, if you were arrested for no reason, what would people assume you have done? I thought this was an interesting question. I don't know. For me, it was probably, I don't know. People probably assumed like arson or something. Though I would never do that. I would never do that. Secret Service, please don't.
You're gonna misunderstand.
I don't know. I'm a good boy. But yeah, probably arson. I don't know. Arson's where you set things on fire, right? I'm not messing that up. Like, yeah. Okay. Good. I was worried for a second. Like,
I don't know.
Kiri, what do you think?
Mine would probably be arson as well.
Yeah.
I think it'd probably just be a freak accident, though.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Maybe we could do arson together one time. Maybe.
Yeah, totally.
Let's do that. I mean, let's not do that. Secret Service. Thank you.
No, not at all.
I don't know. Wait.
You don't know? You should probably do arson.
No.
No, you'd probably like steal like a medical coat, like a doctor's coat or something. Or drugs.
Whoa, what? You went from a lab coat to drugs?
I feel like you could be a good thief if you tried.
I feel like I was working on my handstands.
Never mind. What does that have to do with stealing?
Well, in case I had to like go through a window.
Someone points a gun at you and says, "Freeze! Do a handstand, and I'll let you go."
No, they
And
point
then
a
you do a
gun,
handstand.
and then I do a handstand. They get confused. They're like,
they drop the gun, knock themselves out.
Whoa! Oh, what was that? And then there we go. I don't know.
I feel like you'd rob a bank. I feel like I would rob a bank too. Actually, now that I think about it, I'd do some Ocean's 11 type stuff.
It's Ocean. Oh, the show,
the movie.
A movie.
I like Ocean's 11.
I don't know. I feel. I honestly have no idea. Lights are off again.
Don't walk around this time. It's fine. We have that spotlight anyway.
I don't know. I'll let Aidan decide. What would I go to jail for, or what would I get arrested for?
I said drugs. I think you'd do drugs.
Wow.
Sorry. I mean,
Okay, never mind. We're not gonna let Aidan decide.
no. I mean, sorry.
I don't
no.
eat carbs.
Yeah, it'd probably be like, I don't know. I don't think you would kill, and you wouldn't hurt anyone.
What?
It's a crime. You have to do a crime. What's a good crime?
Loitering?
Yeah, you'd probably go to jail for a parking ticket. Be like, oh no, I had a parking ticket. No, Alex wouldn't hurt a fly. That's the thing. You're too good. You're too good.
Great.
Great? No, I didn't say great. I said good.
I don't know.
Oh, that was funny.
I don't know. I'd break Aidan's ankles and then
Just like
the
throw wires
police
to
would
my
be
ankles,
called.
like just.
It would be like have to report a murder.
So you would kill me.
No.
Okay, I see how it is.
I'd just like cross you so bad that you wouldn't be able
Oh,
to.
in basketball?
Yeah, basketball.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't be able to do anything.
Well, just so everyone knows, all the audience knows, I'm actually the next LeBron James.
Yeah.
And Alex is like the next Nate Robinson.
What's Nate Robinson?
Exactly.
Who's
Who's
Nate
Nate
Robinson?
Robinson? Exactly. No one knows. Because that's how bad he was. He was always a bench player.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
I don't know any basketball players. Okay.
Exactly. Who's Nate Robinson? No one knows. No, I'm kidding. He was the guy that fought Jake Paul. And he lost. So you fight YouTubers and lose.
Okay.
Anyway.
This is the worst.
Anyway, that
Worst
kind of wraps
question.
up this episode of the podcast. But one last thing before we go. Kiri, do you want to plug anything or say anything else
You have
to the
floor.
world? Yeah, you have the floor. Do you want to plug your Instagram or anything or say something to the world? This is your platform. Go.
It was really fun. Had a lot of fun doing this. Company Incorporated is probably my new favorite podcast.
Yay! Thank you. Do you want to plug anything else or anything?
No, I'm good.
You're good?
No
Well-
Instagram account?
No Instagram? No, okay. No Twitter? No Twitter account?
Nope.
No
No.
YouTube?
No
I
YouTube?
don't have Twitter. Gotta get that sometime.
Yeah, I don't have Twitter either.
You don't? Well, I have Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And if you guys want to follow us on Twitter at Co Inc. Podcast. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this episode
That was
very
a
much.
Great episode.
It was actually super fun. Thank you, Kiri, so much for coming on this episode. It was awesome.
No problem.
Remember to rate 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and share this podcast with your friends. It helps us out a lot. The Company Incorporated podcast is available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Breaker. Follow us on Twitter at CoInc Podcast and Instagram at Company Incorporated Podcast. And for all business inquiries, email us at companyincorporatedpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. This is Company Incorporated signing off. See ya.